Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to Today in Bitcoin. Today is September the 3rd, 2017. Strong hand, be in motion, be proud of success, buy and hold 2020. All right, people, remember, check out the links section below this video. You can get your ledger, your Trezor, your leather case for those storage devices at cryptohwwallet.com. Also, you can get this t-shirt that I'm wearing, and you can use a discount code at cryptograffiti. There's all sorts of with the Crypto HW wallet, you can use my affiliate link and get some discounts there. So, and of course, there's all the pertinent links to the show are below too, including a link to BTC Benny's show. Yes, that is going to be at 10 p.m., which is in an hour from now. I'm going to be on the show, and most important, Ken Bozak is going to be on the show. He's got a channel out there, and he's going to be talking about the friendly fork, the crypto derivative, crypto dividend. How could I confuse those terms? The crypto dividend known as Bgold. And that's going to be interesting because people have questions about that. And we can see how involved Ken is with all of that stuff. So pound that like button if you're here live right now, if you're watching this. These shows are just as good on repeat as they are live. So let's jump right into the news of the title of this show, at least. I talked about Korea, South Korea. Now let's ignore all the drama that's going on with North Korea now and talk about the Bitcoin situation in South Korea. Yesterday on the show, I asked if anyone from South Korea was out there, and of course someone contacted me, and this guy sent me some incredible information. And I'm going to read what he sent me, and I hope he can't appear on the show because he works for a business. He does, it's a conflict, not a conflict of interest per se, but he just can't appear on the show. And I can't say who he is, so he's going to be anonymous, but he might be giving us reports here and there. And so right now, I'm going to read you about South Korea and what is really up there. I hear about BitThumb or BitHum and how that pumps up the price. So let's see what is really going on with these pump prices out in South Korea. So let me go to his message. This will take okay. And this is how it starts. I know folks here who invest in the crypto market. So I think I can give you a fairly unbiased and accurate assessment of the Korean crypto market. I sometimes do Bitcoin-related lectures for my clients, and I talk about many use cases of Bitcoin. Obviously, you and I and many others see Bitcoin as a store of value or digital gold. Your guest explained how Bitcoin acts an insurance in Venezuela and Argentina. Many African and Southeast Asian countries have been using Bitcoin for global remittance. In Korea, I would say more than 99% of the investors use Bitcoin and other alternative currencies as pure speculation, like equity. All right. The craze started early this year when stories of how people made 2x, 3x returns from Bitcoin started to spread without really understanding Bitcoin, but sensing a short-term investment opportunity. They would go to local cryptocurrency exchanges such as BitThumb and Corebit prices, which was then about $1,000, and historical graphs of Bitcoin. Bitcoin looked expensive, so they looked into alternative coins. Was Ethereum. Ethereum looked much cheaper simply because Bitcoin, in terms of absolute units, was 100 times more expensive. So money started to flow into Ethereum, and the price went up several folds. Stories of how people made millions through Ethereum spread like wildfire, and many people started to get into the crypto market. After Ethereum came Ripple, Dash, and many other altcoins. Exchanges started to make ridiculous amounts of money. I was told by a friend who works at an affiliate of Coinoni, second biggest exchange after Bithumb, that the company made as much as $1 million US per day from commissions. Coin One has only about 10 to 20% of the market share in Korea. Imagine the amount of money Bithumb is making right now. The fact is that many of these investors do not know the difference between Bitcoin and other altcoins. They invested in altcoins because 1, some colleague or friend told them to invest. 2, altcoins felt much cheaper. 3, expectations of a Bitcoin-like or Ethereum-like return in the short term. Encounter a person who is invested in cryptocurrencies here in Korea, you would be amazed to find that comparatively little hold Bitcoin. Instead, most prefer to buy Ethereum, Dash, and altcoins. Yet, you ask them, what is Bitcoin? What is Ethereum? What is Dash? Will give you a blank stare. There are even friends or colleagues who I personally have explained what Bitcoin is and how Bitcoin is different, ended up investing in just Ethereum or Dash or Neo simply because they felt the coins would give them a better chance of making big bucks in the short term. So most of the demand is big bucks in the short term. Very few understand or appreciate the technology behind Bitcoin. It's proof of work, distributed ledger, open source, network effect, et cetera, and the potential impact it may have over the long run. Besides some points of concern that I've outlined above, there are a few other issues which need to be addressed. Firstly, I may be one of the very few Bitcoin holders in Korea that actually hold my own private keys. Koreans who invest in cryptocurrencies store assets in the exchanges. Many are not aware of the importance of holding their own private keys, and that there are hardware wallets such as Trezor, Ledger, etc. to assist them. Many also simply store their Bitcoins and Ethereums in the exchanges as if it is simply used as a trading and speculative tool. Bithumb was hacked with little damages several months ago, but just imagine a Mt. Gox or Bitfinex-like hack happening to Bithumb. What is also troublesome is that scams are starting to appear left and right. A couple of weeks ago, a friend of my mother-in-law boasted how she indirectly invested in Bitcoin and was paid a lofty dividend. So a scammer told this friend that if she invests a certain amount, he will pay her a certain dividend with the invested principal almost guaranteed. So this scammer is exploiting the fact that many people have little clue to what their cryptocurrencies are and are not tech savvy enough to use the exchanges and buy/sell Bitcoin. Many people outside of Korea then ask me, what is wrong with Korea? It is not a simple question to answer, but I will say there are primarily 3 factors here. And those 3 factors, you're going to have to wait till next time, people. Hey, Paul just sent me 10 bucks. Hey, Adam. Uh-oh. Your audio and internet currently seem to be not that great, just FYI, but cutting out and choppiness. Okay, thank you, Paul. I will get rid of my face here. That's a good thing to do. We missed me reading. Thank you. Pound that like button for Paul. Let me get rid of the how do I do this? Jeez, a whiz. We don't want to see me. There we go. Thanks, Paul, for the Paul is going to be on the show actually this week in Bitcoin, hopefully on Friday. It's semi-okay, but definitely not great. Yeah, it's late night in Quebec. It just seems like late at night, it gives on me sometimes like this. I don't know. Hopefully it'll be all right on BTC Benny show when I'm on there in a second. Better. Thanks, Benson. All right, so we'll see how much of that Korean thing everybody heard. I can obviously read it next time, but maybe I'll have to read. Let's get over to Bitcoin difference. Oh yeah, so today is tomorrow is Labor Day in the United States, and I noticed the Bitcoin price is different. It usually is different from exchange to exchange, but it varied quite a bit earlier in the day. I wonder. I have no idea what's going on. Is there a lack of confidence in one of the exchanges? What's happening here? Someone knows why we had an odd price difference, or is it just because of the Labor Day holiday? Just some flunkiness going on. I mean, maybe they sent out Labor Day here in Canada. There is no Labor Day, so that's no excuse for why the internet was acting up there just a second ago. All right, so pound that like button, as I like to say. He has a great video that's out there. He talks about how in mid-September, which is just a few weeks away, Bitcoin could hit $6,000. If you like that short-term type of thing, then hey, there you go. But think long-term, people. And going back to what I read about Korea, I think the biggest, I mean, that was an amazing story, wasn't it? People are buying like crazy. They're storing their Bitcoin or their cryptocurrencies on exchanges. They're asking for tremendous disaster. They don't understand the difference between the coins. So this dude sending the information, that was fascinating stuff. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, obviously, too. But if an exchange really gets hacked there, they're going to be cruising for a bruising. Oh, my God, disaster. All right, speaking of disaster, I linked to a story about an ICO disaster. This guy, Zach, who was a developer for some ICO, he's not getting paid. People are always saying, you've got to look at the management teams. Well, this management team is totally this guy. Total disaster story. It's an interesting read. It just shows you that anyone can start an ICO. Anyone can tell stories and write up a white paper. That good stuff. So we also had Tone Base has his classic tweet out there, the adjusted Bitcoin price for Bitcoin maximalists. And that is $10,750. That is if you take into account the total market cap for every cryptocurrency out there and divide it by the number of Bitcoin in existence, you get 10,750. So in his mind, that's what the price of Bitcoin should be, since all other altcoins, they're nothing to him. I always find that to be hilarious, and everyone, like, he hadn't done that. He had not posted that for a while. So the price of Bitcoin, whatever, it was 4,600, 4,500 today. It seemed like the Bcash price went up. It did go up a little bit faster than Bitcoin today. So your total Bitcoin plus the existing crypto dividend of Bcash price is 5,100. If anyone's interested in that kind of thing. And who knows? You know, they're gonna have some FUD soon that's gonna pump up Bcash. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And yes, if you're in the chat and you want my attention, do the super chat like Paul did. And Paul hopefully will be on the show on Friday. Hopefully we'll have a very interesting cast of characters this Friday for This Week in Bitcoin. And a reminder, I'm going to be on BTC Benny's show in 45 minutes. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So this is double header day here, baby. All right. What else do we have here? Oh, at 5:28 p.m. today, there was an interesting tweet sent out by Paris Hilton. Yes, I would never talk about Paris Hilton, but and this is an ICO disaster also waiting to happen. Looking forward to participating in the new, and I'm not going to even name the token. I'm not going to even give it any press here. This is not an ad. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, ETH, blockchain. Okay, obviously someone else wrote that for her. But she's got a lot of followers. She appeals to the masses. Clearly, no one's going to know what her token is. But she said the words Bitcoin. She gave the Ethereum symbol. And this is, you know, in the long run, her little ICO, it does well, does bad. I don't care what happens to her ICO. This just happened, you know, 4 hours ago now. Will it all of a sudden boost the price? I doubt it. But will it increase the name recognition of Bitcoin to the masses? Over the long haul, if she keeps on talking about it, yeah, maybe it will. And it's probably good for Ethereum also. And people have to remember, I mean, altcoin is going to become the biggest thing in the world. There's only so many coins out there that can be even mentioned to the masses. So, I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum are way ahead in that category, like it or not, especially Bitcoin. All right, Vinny Lingham has an awesome tweet out there. You can vote on this poll. On a 3-year time horizon, and it's obviously all of these links I'm referencing are below. So check them out. On a 3-year time horizon, no selling allowed based on today's prices. What would you rather have? $1 million in Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bcash, or Ethereum? And as I went live, 50% of the people said Bitcoin. So basically, have a strong hand for 2020, people, as I always say. No, so the question was, if you have $1 million, you're going to invest it in something, and you can't take it out until 3 years from now, which is 2020. What would it be? What would you rather be in then? And most people say Bitcoin. And again, yeah, long-term thinking makes a lot of sense. The least popular thing was Bcash, I believe, which also makes an incredible amount of sense. Who knows if that'll even be around. Litecoin and Ethereum will be around in 2020, though. Okay, here's a quote, and I forgot who said this or even where I got it from. Don't copy other people. Make them copy you. Remember that, people. Seriously, be an original. Be an original. All right, Steem Saturday is coming up in lovely Johannesburg, South Africa, this coming Saturday. I was invited by the guys who put it on, and I obviously could not make it. I thank them. I think Lorian is going to be there. Lauren Gamaroff is going to be there. And I think Mitchell from Steemit is going to be the keynote speaker. Anyway, people, I do like the Steemit platform. I was at the Steem Saturday last year in Johannesburg. It was a blast. It was a blast. Now remember, just because I'm saying the word Steemit doesn't mean I'm saying buy Steem. In fact, don't buy Steem. Just earn Steem and turn it into Bitcoin by using Steemit. And if your videos have been demonetized on YouTube, post them on Steemit. It's a great way to just earn free cryptocurrency just by sharing your content. And I know a lot of people who watch my show actually understand that concept, and they go over to Steemit, they sign up, and they don't buy Steem. Again, don't buy Steem. Pound that like button. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. But also, please check out that link. If you are in South Africa, go to their event. It is free, free, free. I'm the Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below. Pound that like button. Paul, thanks a lot again. I will say hi to you in the chat. I will see you guys at 10 p.m. on BTC Benny Show. Check it out. Bye-bye.